Hey, y'all. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've already been here. Today, I'm going to be talking about something I know we all struggle with, and I'm just obsessed with and have been for a long time, and that's self acceptance. So, you ever look in the mirror and immediately start roasting yourself like, wow, can my skin get any worse? Why are my pores so big? Why do my eyebrows always look like distant cousins instead of twins? By the way, eyebrows are more like sisters than twins, just to let you know. And or keep that in mind. At least someone told me that and I was like, "Oh yeah." Okay, anyway, I digress. But we're throwing all of that out today. Goodbye, boy, bye. No more of that energy because self acceptance isn't about fixing yourself. It's about finally being okay with who you are as you are. I'm going to be sharing five key points that helped me accept myself with a lot of embarrassing, awkward, and downright, you know, silly stories along the way. So let's get into this. So here's the deal. Perfection, that does not exist. That is never but that has never stopped me from thinking I'll be happy when I lose 10 pounds or when I stop breaking out or when I finally can pay for that, I don't know, beautiful Chanel bag or some silly thing like that. I used to tell myself I'd finally love me when I lost 10 pounds. I'd be confident once in my own skin when my skin cleared up. I'd feel worthy of love, and I would as soon as I put myself together. But spoiler alert, that day never came because every time I reached one goal, my brain was already next, like waiting for the next flaw to pop up to fix. Let me paint a picture for you. So there was a time when I wouldn't even go out. If I went out for a night out, I would always wear heels. I would wear certain like outfits to look as posh and amazing as possible. But what I do love about Gen Z is like, y'all just go out and just wear sneakers to the club. And I really wish they had that back in my day. But I always thought like, oh, I don't look good enough, or I'm not like put together enough. And honestly, it just really got me thinking, like when I was younger, sometimes I actually would not even go to the grocery store without makeup. And I thought, what if I run into someone I know? Like, I can't let them see me look like this. I look like trash. The fact that didn't get enough sleep, or, I binge watched some trash. But one day, like I ran into someone who looked like a raccoon. Like they looked so bad. And they just looked like they escaped from a dumpster. And you know what? They didn't even notice or care. They barely even noticed how I looked. They were too busy worrying about the way that they looked. And that's when I realized like nobody's analyzing us as harshly as we analyze ourselves. So stop waiting for perfect because it's a moving target. Start telling yourself now, like, I love the body I'm living in. I am living in my dream body. And when I look in the mirror, I smile, and because I love how I look. That's what you should be saying. Actually, that's one an affirmation I wrote to myself. So like, put that in your pocket if you want some new body affirmations. That actually really works. Number 2, your inner critic is a drama queen. You know that little voice in your head that's constantly judging you? Yeah, mine is over caffeinated and always like an overly dramatic movie critic. The first time I tried yoga, my inner voice was like, oh wow, you look like a baby giraffe learning to walk. And this is embarrassing. And it was a hot yoga class, so I was sweating like a pig. And meanwhile, in reality, like nobody in the class was looking at me. Everybody was sweating, just trying to make sure that they did the right poses. And they were just trying to like hold in their farts during downward dog. Like I know they were. But here's the thing, like that voice in your head, it's not even original. It just repeats negative thoughts over and over again. Things people have said to you, beliefs maybe teacher have said, family member said, friends have said over the years. So the next time your inner critic starts yapping, do what I do. Give it a ridiculous name. I call mine Brenda. Whenever Brenda starts okay. Give it a ridiculous name. I call mine Belinda. Whenever Belinda starts with, you'll never be good enough, I'm like, oh, here comes Belinda again with the dramatics. Girl, relax, calm down. Treat your inner critic like the friend who always exaggerates. Listen, nod, and then completely ignore them. It's just a passing thought. It's a cloud in the sky and is blown away by the wind. Let it go. let Belinda go, or your whoever you want to call your inner critic. So number 3 is the social media mirage. So I do love Instagram as much as the next person, but let's be honest, social media is like an art gallery of carefully curated fantasies and delusions. I once spent like 30 minutes scrolling through a fitness influencer's page thinking like, wow, she's so flawless, she's so perfect. And then I saw her like once at the beach, like, I don't want to say who it was. Then I saw her like behind the scenes post where she admitted that she took like 200 pictures just to get the perfect angle and was just sucking in the whole time and was super uncomfortable. That made me feel better. Cause like, meanwhile, I was like in bed eating chips, feeling bad about myself for no reason, like no freaking reason. So listen, people only show you what they want you to see, and no one's posting, hey, I had a mental breakdown in my car today and cried for an hour. Here's me crying over an overpriced salad I didn't even like, which is how we're all feeling right now. Like, come on. So next time you're tempted to compare, remember, everyone's a little messy behind the scenes, and that's okay. Life is messy. Embrace it. Embrace your weirdness. Fun fact. The things that you make that you think are weird are actually the things that make you unique and awesome. I used to think I was too awkward, too loud, too different. And then I realized like those are the things that people love about me. And why would I spend years trying to seem normal when normal is just another word to be average and boring, just like everybody else? Like, case in point, I have a habit of just talking like way too loud. I should definitely tone it down, but like, full conversations also with myself. And one time I was just kind of muttering under my breath, like, having my own dialogue, and someone saw me having a discussion about like what I should buy. And I realized that someone was sitting next to me the whole time. And like, did I die of embarrassment? No, I just turned to them and said, what do you think? And I just like laughed it off, and they didn't even care. Like, they were like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, that looks cute. Like, I would get that too. We were like looking at, I don't even know, some fitness wear there. But the moral of the story is be yourself, have your own quirks. The people who matter love you for who you are. And the people who don't, they're boring. They could be insecure. You never know. But like, the people who love you will stick around and love you for who you are and not who you're trying to be. So my last point is celebrate small wins like they're big deals. Have you ever noticed how we downplay our own accomplishment? Like if your friends get a new job, you throw a party, but you go out like, let's get drinks, let's celebrate, let's do something, but if you do something great, you're like, oh, it's not a big deal. Like, okay, it's cool. But no, we are done with that. Go celebrate. You don't need to go get drinks. Do whatever you think would make you feel happy. Buy yourself a shirt. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't want to say buy anything. Just do whatever makes you feel happy. I once made a really great, like, okay, this is such a, like, this is a silly thing, but I once parallel parked perfectly on the first try, but it was a really hard spot. And I threw my hands up like I just won a Olympic gold medal. And I know, you know what? I felt good. I was like, yeah, I am that bitch, So I celebrate all my wins. I, washed my hair today. I combed through it. Y'all don't know how difficult it is to like do with my hair and make it look this fabulous every day. And I was like, you know what? Amazing. Like, I look great. I tell myself that. And, I sent an email and I was procrastinating. Honestly, amazing. Good for me. Like, pat on my back, iconic. Did I cry over any minor inconveniences? No, I am legendary. And if you want to celebrate yourself for only big things, you'll miss out on all the little moments of joy, like things that you should definitely hype yourself up. You deserve it. So just summarizing all the points, self-acceptance is not about becoming someone new. It's about finally giving yourself the permission to be exactly who you are. So let me know in the comments, what's one thing about yourself you're learning to embrace? Let's hype each other up. Did you have a great parallel parking day? Did you get to where you needed to go and you were running 30 minutes late and you got there on time? Good for you. Definitely have been late quite a few times and things anyway, sending you all my love. And remember, you are enough just as you are. So I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.